As you might be able to see, we're down camping again, down at Dwellingup, and we're coming down here for the big trailer camping test.
A lot of money to pay it. Once the awning is secured and raised into position, it's just a matter of unrolling it and unclipping the legs and the side supports. Again, it's much easier with two people. And it really only takes 2 or 3 minutes and she's up. This small solution to our camping is probably ideal for us, and it could be for a lot of people. There's a lot of potential with what we've done here, and we can iron out a few things as they come up. Camping is becoming expensive these days. The amount of options, the amount of add-ons, the amount of this and that is endless. And so is the amount of money you can spend too. Fridge freezers, spotlights, awnings, swags, everything that plugs in, solar, spare battery for this, spare battery for that. And that's usually after you buy a camper. And the prices of these are not exactly cheap. Fair enough, these new campers are great. They really are. They're much lighter, much more waterproof, stronger, easier to tow, all that stuff. But they're not cheap. Starting off with a basic camper, you can't go wrong. You can always add a bit here and a bit there later on, but starting off with a big one and upgrading everything adds more weight, more costs, more weight, more fuel. Now you can build a camper much stronger than ours, much bigger, have everything plugged in, get all the electrical stuff in, bring everything from the house that plugs in. But we just want to keep it simple, lightweight, easy to tow, not too high off the ground, and keep it simple. The Australian bush only exists one place in the world. When we go camping, we just want to go enjoy it. We don't want to sit and watch TV or make coffee in the big coffee maker or have some sort of air conditioning, anything like that. Just enjoy it. Keep it simple. So, here we go. We'll have a look at some of these prices. So the first one was a John Papa's trailer, which came in about $1,900. Sliding drawers, 458. Rooftop tent, come in about 1,200, I guess. June awning, 99. Bunnings step ladder, which was about 46. Steel, nuts, bolts, brackets, etc. was about 200, including band-aids. So the total was 3,898. But actually, a couple of those big things I had home delivered, so it's probably closer to 3,600. We'll leave it at that. There is one thing I'm worrying about, and that's that mattress. It's only about 1/4 of an inch thick. Not really, it's about 35 mils. But it's pretty firm, so we'll see how it goes. Still, not sure. Okay, here's this little mattress I'm talking about. See, it's not very thick, about as thick as a piece of toast. And here's the yoga mats underneath. That's the black carpet that comes under on the floor. And then we put 2 yoga mats, red and blue. And then this thing, it's about 35, 40 centimetres, maybe 50. Should measure, maybe 50 all up, I'd say. Still, pretty squishy there, but actually it's quite thick when you sleep on it. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. I hope you can hear me all right today. It's a bit windy down here, Amanda, down near the beach. Anyhow, I was thinking about, a lot of people say if you're not sure about a camper,
although mine's a bit wobbly. I should have done it before I put the roof on.
I'll show you this little self-adhesive rubber strip that I put on, although mine's a bit wobbly. It goes all the way down on both sides, and it's just to stop the drips coming from this part here down onto the trailer and then going inside. So that little strip there should cover the raindrops or the dripping. It's probably made for doors, draft excluders, something like that. But it hasn't rained yet, so we don't know how it's going to work, but I'll keep checking on it just in case. See how it goes.
Another viewer's question was, how do you keep the dust out? How do you keep the water out? So we use a wonderful cover that we had custom made, and we'll show you that right now. What a great question. I tried a few old tarpaulins I had around the place, but none of them seemed to fit. None of them covered the whole area, with a little bit extra for a wraparound. I did some research, but went back to an online place we'd used before for getting camping mattresses covers made. They are called Covers and All, and they are top notch. The material is super heavy duty, has UV protection and waterproof. You can get it made to your exact size and home delivered, and I can highly recommend them. Obvious to most of us, I guess, but how do you do cooking when you're camping? Almost all campgrounds and national parks have camp kitchens where you can barbecue or fry food. The same for every caravan park too. You can even find barbecues in most parks and on the beaches these days. But when we go camping in national parks or the forest, or just want to make a quick coffee in the morning or do up a little breakfast, we just use the portable gas cooker. They are all very well made these days, lightweight and easy to pack away. You can buy the gas cans almost anywhere and they work out pretty cheap. You don't need matches, and there's hundreds of brands, but like I said, they're all pretty good, clean and straightforward. Can't go wrong. Another viewer question, how do you keep the trailer from moving around? We use chocks and stabilisers. Okay, well we actually got these stabilisers a while ago for one of our other campers. Pretty sure we got them from around $89 from BCF. You get 4 in a set for that price, and that's about the same price you'll pay for just one drop-down caravan stabiliser leg. The wheel chocks are perhaps not really necessary, but helpful I guess if you're on a slight slope. We got these ones on Amazon, but you can get them pretty much anywhere. Well, we just got up not long ago. Actually, we had a pretty good sleep. It was actually a bit warmer than we thought it was, but we left the zips open so we didn't get any condensation inside. And even though the mattress is not very thick, it's pretty firm. We did put a couple of yoga mats underneath, and it worked out pretty good. Had a good sleep. Went to bed about 8 o'clock and got up about 6 o'clock. Slept right through. Very nice. Very good. Pretty good. Also, with all the black cockatoos, you don't need an alarm clock in the morning. Over there, the sun's just coming up. Just give you a sweep of the camp. Getting things out, getting things ready. Probably pack up soon, have a cup of coffee, cup of eggs. If you really want to know how we put all this together, go back to our last video. You can find it on our channel, and that'll give you more details. So, thanks for joining us. And hopefully we'll give you a little food for thought, and we'll see you again soon in our next one. Bye for now.